Week 6, Eagles prediction. We're here in Center City, Philadelphia, right where we started this whole season at, started these videos, started these predictions. Who in the world thought that the Philadelphia Eagles right now would be 1-4? We'd be talking about the season being backs against the wall. We have to do a win against Washington, the first place Washington Redskins, to save our season. Who in the world thought that? I know personally myself, what I said before. I said I expect a Broad Street parade down here. But right now it doesn't look like it's going to happen. But I'm a huge Eagles fan. I'm not the kind of person that throws in the towel. So, I still think it can happen. But a lot of things need to happen for us to give us that opportunity. Now, this last week, we lost again, and this time to the Buffalo Bills. A lot of people are starting to be at each other's throats. Fans against the players, players against the media, and the fans and media against the coach or whatever. Got all this talk going on. Talk. Fact of the matter is, this is Philadelphia. This isn't about talk, this is about action here. People are talking about, well, people should be maybe doing this stuff on the internet and not bringing it to our house and not trying to divide us up and trying to, support our team. In some aspects I agree with you, in some aspects I flat out don't. It's almost like you kind of don't get what Philadelphia is. We're not in any other city. We're not all nice and, we are nice people, city brotherly love, but part of that love, brotherly love, is a family love. Love that we're going to tell you like it is, for real. So maybe our fans have a hard way of saying it, but you guys ain't showing up right now. We don't feel it in our hearts that you're showing up week after week. That's what it really boils down to. When we play, I remember back in the old school Eagles like, Ryan Dawkins or Jeremiah Trotter, you didn't have to question their heart. Now, we might not have won, but you didn't have to question their heart on the field. John Runyon, good offensive lineman, you didn't have to question his heart. He gave everything he got. Now, he got beat sometimes, but you didn't have to question that he tried every single down, right? Go back even further, the old school Eagles defense, you didn't have to question if their heart was on the field. The Seth Joyners, the Wes Hopkins, the Eric Allens, the Reggie Whites, the Jerome Browns. You didn't have to question the Buddy Ryans. The Buddy Ryans. Andy Reid, that's for you, all right? The Buddy Ryans. Now, he might not have won, right? He might not have won the whole thing. But he said, you know what? We're going to hurt you trying, all right? I know there's a lot of political things. You don't want to throw your guys in the bus. I can understand that, right? But we need to see a little bit more passion out of our team. We need to see a little bit more heart out of our team. And we need to stand behind you as fans when you have that heart and passion. The fact of the matter is, a lot of people are making these comments. They've been an Eagles fan their entire life. They're an Eagles fan before you came on this team, and they'll be here after you left. Instead of us going and fighting against each other, why don't we find a way to put all that energy together and then prove it on the field, prove it at the stadium, and win together. Like I said before, it might not end in a victory, but you know what? We can feel pretty darn good that we gave 100% in trying. Now, part of that, look at the position we're in as Philadelphia. I brought it up a little bit last week, but Phillies. I'm a Phillies fan too. Phillies flat out, they didn't do it. They put everything they had into it, but they didn't do it. Right? That was a huge letdown for our city. If you look at our Flyers right now. Our Flyers are doing good right now, but I tell you, even last week, we had to watch another team hoist the cup, the championship cup. We lost to them last year. If you look at the Sixers, they ain't even playing, right? But we had to watch, Miami go all the way through. So the whole city now is turning towards the Eagles right now. Whole city, and sports-wise, is turning towards the Eagles. And every time that we're put on national TV, our Eagles are put on national TV. What kind of team is going to represent our city in sports world? Is it going to be a team that's kind of political and kind of waiting for, the right pieces to fall in place and for the right system and the right scheme? Or are we just going to have a tough team? Are we going to have a tough team that gives 110%, like Brian Dawkins used to fly through the air, or Jeremiah Trotter with the chop, or, just John Runyon just beating people up? Are we going to let people come into our house or play against our team and talk trash and back it up on our field? Are we going to let people keep on hitting Mike Vick? I believe that guy's giving 110%. We're going to let people keep on spearheading him, hitting him, and getting our guy injured? I hope not. And if they do it, are we going to do anything about it? Or are we going to sit back and let it happen? and want the refs to go speak for us. I hope not. Now, I'll be honest, last week I wasn't too happy at all. I had my own, solutions that somebody asked me, like, hey, Will, what would you do? And at the moment, I was pretty pissed to the point I did a whole sports fast, as you will. Did a sports fast for the whole week. I didn't want to hear anything. I didn't read anything. I just kind of divorced away from all the sports world, and it helped me feel a little bit better, so I didn't stew in all the negativity that I knew was going to come out of being 1-4. Say what they might, I was saying, if you don't produce, and if you're going to cry about it at the same time, you kind of don't even deserve to wear the uniform, If it's going to be all political about stuff and you want people to tweet instead of show up at your front door and say it to your face, then I kind of figured if you missed a tackle, if you messed up on blocks, if you got stupid penalties, or if you made bad calls, like leaving points on the board, like I thought you should be wearing a different uniform, and I'll tell you exactly what that uniform was. I thought if you had all those kind of complaints, you need to go ahead and wear this on the next play. I know they're doing a lot of stuff for breast cancer. This is nice and pink. This is my daughter's actually. But if you're going to complain like that and not step up and be a man, then you might as well wear this and maybe even put this on top, right? And I was pissed. I'll tell you that flat out. But the fact of the matter is, and this is where the heart really is. As an Eagles fan, I remember when the Eagles were 5-5-1, right? We just had a bad loss. The camera was put on Jason Devine, one of my favorite players. And he said, all glory goes to God, right? Win or lose. Win or lose. This is a test time, not just for our fans, not just for our players, not for our coaches. This is for our sports city. What are we going to do? Are we going to start eating ourselves and showing other people in these other cities that we're only around during good times, and we're just going to start bashing each other when we start losing? Or are we going to stick together through no matter what? 1-4, 4-1, no matter what, and say, you know what? I still expect a parade down the street, and I'm going to root for it like it's going to happen. We're not mathematically out of it. I've seen crazier things happen, and like I said, Washington's in first place right now. Anything can happen. This season's not over, and we got to start winning, or we should start giving 110% now. I don't know if we've been doing it. I haven't necessarily felt it from everybody, the whole team, not just from individuals. I mean, I can highlight people and call them out one by one. That's not the point. The point is, do what you need to do to truly be successful on the inside and show it to all these people in this city that back you up and that you represent, not only when you're here, but when you're away, like today when you're in Washington. So this week we'll play against Washington. Like I said before, I'm not worried about making any more of these predictions saying, oh, it's going to be this. I want to see heart today. I want to see my safeties take on the personality of Brian Dawkins. My linebackers, go watch some tape, Seth Joyner or Jeremiah Trotter, okay? Watch some tape on them. See how they play. I want to see some of that on this field today. Hey, wide 9, I know the scheme has a lot of sacks. Stop the run. Stop the run. Watch Jerome Brown and Reggie White. Watch those guys, okay? Offense, McCoy, I think you're doing great. Keep doing what you're doing. Run the ball a little more, Get some separation wide receivers. I mean, these are the best wide receivers we ever had, so what am I going to say? Go back to Harold Carmichael. We don't have anybody that's like 6'7", all right? Just give everything you got and keep on putting points on the board. Andy, show a little passion. I know you want to win. I know you want to win. Show a little passion, all right? The kind of passion that brings me out here at 3 o'clock in the morning to talk about Eagles football. Am I getting paid? No, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Show that passion. And at the very least, if we lose, you might even want to say sorry to the fan. And, I know you're going to do a better job, but show a little of that passion, show a little of that grit, show a little bit of that guts, and say, we're going to pound the ball through your throat. And you're going to have to kill us to beat us. All right? So, Eagles, there's at least one fan that's going to back you no matter what. Fans, let's get together and support our team, win or lose. Win or lose, all right? Support our team in Philadelphia. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Don't take on that loser mentality. That's what the rest of the world, the rest of people want you to think. That you're just losers, you're never going to win anything. Don't worry about them. This is Philadelphia. This is our family. We need to take care of it, all right? So, you think anything's going to change because we're 1-4? You think it's going to change because it gets a little cold? If you're going to do it right. Down here in Philadelphia, believing in my team, Philadelphia Eagles. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! That's right, baby. That's right. Do it today, baby. All season.
Fly.